Good day to you. A mixed bag of trading activity, but first, the New York and Los Angeles markets are, well, we'll call them traditionally quiet on this shortened holiday week. India is slow, hit by an appreciated rupee of late, and worries about recent retail failures in the United States supply chain. Israel markets are faring better. 1 and 1.5 carats are getting a boost in demand as price pressures hit those larger sizes up to 2 carats. Demand is up for squares and 30s and 90 pointers and ashers in the 1 to 1.5 carat range. For next week, the diamond trading company said to expect a price increase. They didn't provide further details, but we will bring you comments from the site on diamonds.net in a week's time. Stay tuned next for team coverage of the Jovella show out of Tel Aviv right after this message. Much of Israel's diamond industry hasn't participated in Jovella, but this trend might be changing as the show continues to gain in popularity and prominence. Our Avi Krawitz joins us with this report.
Thanks, Jeff. The 2008 Jovella Jewelry Show kicked off in Tel Aviv on Monday with as many as 12,000 people expected to visit the 3-day event, including some 300 international buyers. Exhibitors noted the growing importance of the local market, which has been strong, particularly in the current global economic climate.
But this year, the foreign markets are so unstable that the exhibitors looking for substitute. And for the time being, the Israeli market is proved to be quite a good substitute.
So we thought of a concept that you can do it, one ring, and it can fit into every occasion you have. Once if you have a birthday and the next day you have a premiere or whatever. Take the head off. Put the 2 stones on the side, and on the top you put again the center stone, and then again the pin. You have it also in emerald. You can put on the side, instead of emerald, you can put let's say taper baguette, or you can put triangles or whatever you like. And once, instead of having the emerald, you can just put a sapphire or rubies. That's the beauty of the idea, that you have the same ring and always changeable.
Yeah, we opened our company here in Israel because we wanted to have focus here on the market. We also have our branches in, as I told you, in Toronto, in London, in Thailand, etc., etc. We saw the Israeli market as a very good market because, as you know, the Israelis know what they want. So, yeah, I think it's a growing market. It's a good market. And for evidence, the Jovella show, which growing every single year. It started in a hotel, came here, grew, and last year I believe it will be even bigger.
Israel is looking to grow its jewelry industry, which exported $410 million worth in 2007, and Jovella is increasingly becoming the platform to showcase this potential. While the local market is relatively small, the country sees opportunity to complement its jewelry design with its renowned diamond sector. And we saw this through the involvement of the IDI group of companies and certain government agencies at Jovella for the first time this year. Most exhibitors seemed optimistic about their prospects at Jovella, with one diamond here who a few weeks ago was at JCK telling me that we shouldn't underestimate the Jovella show. There's traffic, every year it grows. Israelis like quality and creativity, and we make the sales, he told me. And that seemed to sum up the optimism we saw here at Jovella this year. Back to you in New York, Jeff.
Thank you, Avi. Gold prices have certainly hit rebound status in the past 3 weeks. At the present prices, there is already a drop in supply demand for jewelry manufacturing, especially out of the Far East. That magic price threshold seems to be somewhere in about $820 to $830 an ounce or less. On the week, gold is up 7% to $944.80 an ounce. Platinum is up 3% to $2,061 an ounce, and silver is up 10% to $18.35 an ounce. Now, with commodities on a tear as an investment hedge against inflation and the weak dollar, the second half of the year will be interesting to watch. It is an election year in the United States, and after the Dow registered a 14% loss during the first half of 2008. Statistically speaking, the second half will only get better. Bob Brinker's Market Timer newsletter reminded readers that for the past 110 years, during an election year, which happens every 4 years, the Dow gained almost 10% in the second half. But in non-election years, that average gain was only 2%. Brinker wrote that the ruling party in the White House will try everything it can to make the economy look as rosy as possible before Election Day come November. So if the stats hold true this year, which so far has not really been conventional to trends, those predicting a stronger dollar and a retreat for gold back to about $700, time will certainly prove this out in the coming months. For everyone in the United States, have a safe and enjoyable 4th of July weekend. We will return next Wednesday for our weekly broadcast.